How's everybody doing tonight?
Just having a little bit of fun tonight. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties again with Zoom. It doesn't look like people can chat, but let me know that you can hear me and you can see my screen. We'll use the Q&A window. I'm using Nigel's account to do this, and I do not see the security button, which is normally there, which allows me to do chats. Boy, I tell you, Zoom has been the bane of my existence recently with getting these live Q&As done. So Sheldon said he can hear me. Like I said, we're just going to use the Q&A, guys. So awesome. Jeff said he can hear me. Vince said he can hear me. So, yes, looks like we've got another crowded house. We got, let's just here. I'm going to go through the participants window. Welcome, everybody, to another Growably Q&A. You got Adam, Dan, Dwayne, Greg, Jeff, Jose, Josh, Larry, Matt, Matthew, Michael, Packy, Pamela, Sheldon, Tony, Travis, Tyler, and Vince so far. So thank you guys so much for showing up tonight. We appreciate you. I appreciate everybody showing up to these live Q&A calls. We've got some good stuff for you guys again tonight. But yes, Dan said yes, he can see and hear everything. Let me know too that you can see everything in high definition. We had that problem last month where we were recording in like 360. So just let me know that you're seeing a bright dose of orange in front of you tonight. We'll get the technical stuff out, and I'll just keep an eye on this Q&A window as we go. But yeah, you should see everything should be some nice bright orange at you tonight. So we are sans the orange hair from Nigel. But yeah, I was hoping he could join me tonight, but you guys know he's been busy. He's been super busy, and we got some stuff to show you guys tonight. Yes, we got a bunch more that have just joined us as well. I'm going to move a few boxes out of the window, and we will get right to it. So obviously everybody can see and hear me, and that is awesome. So I'm just going to flip over to my little handy-dandy slides, and I'm going to scroll back up because we did have one question. Looks like it is from Anonymous. Will tonight's session focus on just the site builder aspect of Growably, or is it more general? That is a feature release that I'm going to show you tonight. So that is one aspect. So that is a great segue into our agenda. So let me go ahead and, again, our handy-dandy slides. Let me know that you can see everything okay on the slides as well. So we're going to talk about some things that have been published through High Level / Growably over the last month since our last live call. We're going to show you, guys and girls, the new Growably site builder, which I have been working my tail off to get that done. So Vince said he's a little fuzzy, but he's in Canada. Canada, we got to have that little strange brew accent. Oh, yeah, it's a little fuzzy for me, and your shirt looks red. Mike looks orange. So yeah, this is a kind of a weird color orange. It doesn't really show up on, he's at Jeff is at 640, same as the last one, unfortunately. Man, I tell you. So we're going to have to get this Zoom stuff figured out. It seems like when I take over Nigel's account and log in, I'm not getting the full 1080 stream here. So my bad, guys. I've been trying to get Nigel to switch to live stream using the Tech Tribe Live YouTube channel. So we might be doing that next month for our live Q&A. We might be rocking over on the YouTubes. So, but yeah, it's much, much better. So Jeff said, yep, it's viewable. Let's rock on. So Vince, Nigel ever name that little one? Yes, he did. And he's still keeping him up at night. So, but yeah, he did actually finally name his little Bambino. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to show you Site Builder. We're going to talk about a couple features that those of you who might be new around here. So let's get a show of hands. Put in the Q&A since we can't get chat working. Whether or not this is your first call for Growably, whether or not you have access to Growably already. But if you've been around here before and attended a previous Q&A live stream, let me know that in the Q&A as well. But if you do have a question, just so we kind of separate that, if you put the letter Q in front of your question, That way, when I go back through here, we can get those answered for you. That's what this is all about. We got some designated time at the end for Q&A. But if you have questions as we go along, I would happy to answer those as we go along as well. So that's what we're going to wrap up. If you've attended any of these before, we're going to wrap up with some live Q&A. So Sheldon said, first call. Are there other vids? Yes. We're going to get those up on the YouTube channel. I'm going to be working with that to get the previous recordings up over on the YouTube channel. We're going to segment that out. Have a whole playlist for the Growably calls. So I'm working on that. David says, yes, I have it set up, and he's going to be holding off. Vince said, yes, it's first call. Haven't started using yet. Pamela, first Growably session. Travis, first session. Paki says, yes, hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. Please forgive me if I didn't. He's attended one Q&A before, have recently started using Growably. So Matt said, second webinar, haven't used it yet. First time I attended live for Dan and David. This is his first. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We're super glad to have you guys and girls here tonight. Okay. Without further ado, let's talk about some of the things that were released in High Level / Growably. For those of you who are new to Growably, it is built on a third-party platform called High Level. So Nigel, rather than recreate the wheel, is giving this out to Tech Tribe members absolutely free. So when High Level releases features, we like to do some Q&A testing of our own prior to flipping the switch and making it live for you great folks, so that we can work out any bugs or kinks that we might run into, that we want to try to save you folks as much time and effort as possible. So let's talk about some of the things that have gone on inside of High Level. Since quite a few of you are first-time Q&A callers, those of you who are new to High Level, what I want to do is just go ahead and I'm going to flip screens here, and let's go to the Growably dashboard. I want to just point out a couple things that'll get you up to speed with quick. Again, those of you who have been around before kind of probably already know this, but I just want to show people how to get tech support for the High Level / Growably tech support. So I'm going to go here to the inside the portal. If you look up here in the top right-hand corner, you will see that little question icon. So this is where you're going to get tech support. Nigel has contracted out the technical support for the Growably to a third-party vendor who specializes and does nothing but high-level technical support. So you'll find some general help articles in here. So if you have questions, feel free to type in here and search the library. But if you have a problem, say getting logged in, or you're having a problem getting something to work, maybe a workflow or a funnel, you want to come up here to contact us. And you can do a couple things. You can submit. We folks are quite used to how to submit tech support. But if you want to jump on a quick chat, down here in the bottom right-hand corner, there is also a chat function that will create a ticket inside of High Level for you. So that's how to get technical support if you have a problem. Keep in mind, like I said, this is not Tech Tribe. It's not Team Tribe handling the technical support, because there would just be way too much of it with 3,000 active members. So, but for training, I'm going to go ahead and point that out over here on the left-hand side. There is a few things for Growably training. And if you click on the Growably training, which that's coming, that should be here for next month. We're going to revamp this, make it a little prettier, and make it more Team Tribe. But there's some great videos. All of the support of how to get everything up and running inside of Growably is right here. So you want to run through these videos. If you have questions, you can also reach out over here. You'll notice Growably Talk, which will open up the Tech Tribe forum and take you straight to the Growably Talk. And again, here's a kind reminder from Nigel about how to get tech support. But yes, please share anything that you have going on with Growably. Please feel free to reach out if you have problems, but go the tech support route first. If they can't help you, if you're having a problem, reach out to any of us over on the forums. Okay, so going through my checklist from Nigel. Make sure I cover those things. of how to actually get around and do things for technical support and how to get up and running on high level. So let's see here. We talked a little bit about this, but I'm going to ring this bell again this month. And I'm going to put this, hopefully, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and type an answer. I wish we had the chat window, but I'm going to pop this in. Hopefully you folks will be able to click on this. We'll see if that link fires up here. Yeah, so if you look on there, yeah, so David asked a question, looking how it handles multi-domain, aka we have a website that we're splitting out. Yeah, it's okay. So acme.com.au becomes acme.com.au and acme.au. The IT side of the business, where to promote the IT business, our setup was done based on acme.com.au, and I'll be retaining the emails of main domain. So how it handles multi-domain. So that is done inside of the your SMTP service. And I'm going to come up back in here to Growably real quick and show you where that's. So you go to settings down here on the bottom. And then if you scroll down, inside of domains is where you would set that. But if you're going to use for email purposes, that's where it's done in the SMTP and Mailgun services. So this is where you would submit that information. And let me see if I can find the help desk article real quick on that. So give me a second, David, to see if I can find that Mailgun setup over on the support site. So if you go to help.thetechtribe.com, I want to see if I can just pop that in the chat for you, techtribe.com. But that is a great question. Let's see here. Just cover these as we go. Let's just see. Mailgun setup. So I'm going to put this in there in the answer window for you, David, as well. So, okay, so there's a link straight to that article for you, David. So if you look under Answered tab in the Q&A in Zoom, that should have your link there. But one of the things that I want folks to vote on too, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in the forum post as well. For those of you who are new, we're trying to get high level to do more Office 365, a tighter integration with Office 365. So if you go to ideas.gohighlevel.com, one of the things that we're trying to do is get tighter integration with Outlook Office 365. So this is where you can actually vote on whether or not you want that. So we're trying to get as many upvotes as we can. But this is where also the roadmap is at for all the different functions. So go in there and vote to your heart's content on things that you would like to see inside of Growably. Because obviously they've got to publish it at the high level access first, and then we'll be able to pass that along to you great folks. So, okay. Let's see here. Like I said, can't read the link. Yeah, sorry about that. So go to Ideas. Let me go full screen here real quick so you can actually see this. If you go to ideas.gohighlevel.com, and then I believe that one is actually in calendars. Yeah, it is. So go back. This is the main site that's going to take you to. So if you come out down here to calendar, the very first one is sync the high level calendar with Outlook Office 365. So you kind of have to do a two-step process with getting that done. But yes, please upvote. They said it is planned for Q3, but the more people that we can get to upvote, the better. Because as you can see, we're already into Q3. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to put these links also in the over in the forum along with the video recording. So if anybody wants to know if we're recording this, yes, we will be recording this. And I'm going to put those up as soon as we get get those uploaded. And those, again, like I said, those will also be on the Tech Tribe YouTube page as well. So, okay, so that was the first thing. Let's always want to make sure we get our Office 365 votes in. The other thing, a couple other updates for media size for pictures, files, and especially video. I know that there was quite a few posts on limitations on the size of videos, especially with the social posting function in Growably. But I'm happy to say that they did increase the file size limits on video to 1 gigabyte, which is a pretty big file. Probably wouldn't recommend posting anything at a gig on your social profiles because that's pretty big. 100 megs on pictures, files, and they are finally enabling Giffy. And if you'll notice me, I love the GIFs. So I'm happy about that function coming to social posts. So you're able to post GIFs inside of your social posts. Let's see here. So those are the main ones. There's quite a few with back-end updates, speed and performance updates that High Level has rolled out over the last month. And one of the other ones that I would like for you folks to vote on as well, how many of you are actually using the social posting function inside of High Level? Let me know in the Q&A. I'm curious to see, and I'm just going to point that out where to go for that. So those of you who don't know that you can, if you've been using Hootsuite or Buffer or any other social posting platform, that is actually built right into High Level for you, absolutely free, or Growably. You get that for free inside there. So if we go to sites, actually, is that sites? Let's see here. It's in marketing, sorry. In marketing, and the very first button that you'll see is the social planner. And then you can go ahead and you can set up all of your social media accounts. So if I just click on any of these, it's going to log me in. So I can log into my social accounts and then start scheduling posts right inside of Growably. So it's pretty cool. But one of the things that I would like for folks to vote on as well, let me put that link in here, see if I can get... Yes, it just does not let me post links in there. Is Google coming to social posts? The Google business pages, it's already there. So right now it's Facebook, Instagram, Google, LinkedIn. I'm not sure whether you're talking about, John, the Google Plus. Just let me know what particularly you're talking about with Google. Is it Google Plus? But they do have the Google My Business, your business pages. It will post there for Google right now. That is live. Let's see here. I want to go back over to see if I can find this one real quick. Because one of the things that I would like for you folks to go ahead and click the update on from High Level as well is the ability to bulk upload. That's the only thing that is missing right now, in my opinion, right now with the social posting, is the ability to kind of what Nigel's been doing for you folks with the CSV files, is taking all the social posts and being able to upload a CSV file and post out to all of your social platforms. So let me see if I can find that real quick. What section that would be under in, again, ideas.gohighlevel.com. Let's see here. I've got the actual link. Let's post it in. I can see where they put that. Okay, so it's in Social Planner. So if we go back to Roadmap, and yeah, there it is, Social Planner. And the very first one is CSV Upload. So head over to ideas.gohighlevel.com and click upvote for that, because I want to make sure right now it's not on their roadmap yet. But we want to get that on the roadmap as quickly as we can. So as you can see, one of the things the other one I would like to see is some Canva integration. That would be sweet. So, okay, so that is right now the Growably news since last Q&A call. But if anybody else has any questions or anything you want me to go back through on the new features that High Level has released, I'm going to take a quick drink here as we switch it back over to our slides, and then we talk about one of the things that folks have been very, very patient with lately is if you've attended any of the previous Q&A calls, we've had some things that we've been working on that have gotten delayed, which I'm pretty bummed about at the minute. But we'll just kind of give you folks a heads up on why that has been the case. So, okay, thank you, David. Yeah, that is correct. It is the social go high level ideas.gohighlevel.com/social-planner, the CSV upload. So yes, that is correct. Okay, David also asked for when we get to it, don't interrupt your flow, but when adding SMTP Go, I get a timeout response. I've tried to valid account with various ports. Great question, David. Go ahead and open up a technical support request with a high level. So I'm going to switch back over to the dashboard real quick. But I definitely recommend going up here. Let's see. Don't want to enable. Yeah, go here and either open up the chat support or go ahead and create a ticket this way, because that seems like it might be a bug. If you're getting an error message with SMTP to go, they would be a great resource for being able to help you troubleshoot that. I know they're really, really good about taking care of that. So, okay. So let's talk about the big 900-pound elephant in the room. Things that Nigel and I have been working the last 2 months to release. We were very, very close here 2 weeks ago to lighting the fire on things. But if you folks have been in the tribe over the last couple weeks, you have seen a few things.
Every week, Tyler gave the rules that he and I decided.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
All right. That's the 900-pound elephant in the room. As you folks have noticed, there's been some tribal warfare, if you will. And I'm going to flip back over here. So if you've been on the forums in the last couple weeks, you know that there's been a couple cases of member infighting, and Nigel has been extremely distracted trying to take care of that over the last few weeks, just to make sure that the tribe is a safe place for nimble MSPs like yourselves to be. So I'm not going to get into this whole thing. So if you've seen that, thank you for your patience while Nigel and the rest of us worked through that. I believe right now things seem to be on the upswing. The situation seems to be in hand, but there have been many, many lessons learned, both in the community, but also from us over on the Team Tribe side of things as well. But this has been the reason over the last 2 weeks that we've been unable to release the features that we wanted to release 2 weeks ago. So I do apologize for that, and I wanted to thank you for your patience again. But I wanted to let you know that we haven't forgotten about all of the feature releases inside of Growably. Couple of them I'm going to show you again tonight, since there's a lot of first-time Growably Q&A callers. So let's get to this one. We were in the finishing stages with this 2 weeks ago to be able to launch this when things kind of went sideways a bit in the forums, which distracted us. But I want to right now, I'm going to flip over and show you the new site builder that we'll be releasing inside of Growably, because a couple of you have asked about templates, about the ability to have features similar to like Giffy or Elementor, just to be able to get landing pages and sites up and running a little bit better. Let me go ahead and flip screens here. So I'm happy to introduce you to the Growably Site Builder. So I'm going to walk through right now and just give you a high-level view of the Growably Site Builder, and then we're going to do a quick demo on how to use it. But when we do the official launch of this, Nigel and I may jump on a live stream and be able to maybe answer some more in-depth questions. But if you have questions tonight, please put those on there. But this is kind of, like I said, this is one of the things that I was working furiously on during the month of July, hoping to get this released out in the wild as quickly as possible. So right now, you can see a couple things. Right here's the main page. So this kind of will show you all of the things that are available. So we have top sections. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a couple of these up individually, and then I'll show you how to edit those. And like I said, we're going to do full tutorial videos on all of this at a different time. But as you can see here, we have all of the pre-built templates in here for all different types of navigation, which you have full customization of all of the looks and feels of all the navigation bars. And when this goes live inside of your Growably account, all of these placeholders for put your logo here will pull from your custom fields that are automatically there. Actually, let me go over to the work in progress. There might be some in here. You know, the custom values for all of your colors, your logos, all of that stuff that's pulled from your personal Growably account will automatically populate over and put in here for you. So your Facebook, your Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, which are go back in here, in your custom value settings. When those are set in here, when your Growably was set up, those links will automatically populate. So there's only very few things that you'll have to do to get all of the different sections running for Growably. So that was the navigation. There's another type of navigation we hear, which is a hero tag with navigation. So as you can see, we got all of these pre-built sections for you inside of the Growably site builder. And I'm going to show you what that looks like with the site builder and how to drag and drop these. But I just wanted to, again, give a high level and give you a teaser as to what's coming. And again, all of these colors and everything will customize for your company using those custom values. So we're all about trying to save you time. So you've got hero images with navigation, hero images, sub page hero. So you can have all of the different sections that you would have on a landing page automatically built in for you, and you have full ability to customize these and be able to use them all over your Growably landing pages and websites. So there's welcome messages, headlines, and then in the body sections, you've got feature cards, text blocks, testimonials. I like the testimonials because that'll save a ton of time. You just put in the testimonial blocks and then be able to drag and drop those right into any page. And as you can see, if we've done any training, landing pages having testimonials is super key. So, all right, I'm going to just go back here. Dan had a question. We're using the following tools in our marketing /sales stack. I'm going to come back to that at the end, if that's okay, Dan, just so I can kind of go through all of those things. But I want everybody to see the Growably site builder, and I want to spend some time doing that. But I will come back to that question, Dan. But thank you very much for that great question. But I'll move that stuff over to the Q&A section if you're cool with that. So, okay. So, yep, calls to action, call outs, events. Which another one I think will make things super easy for you to be able to publish events on your website. Have landing pages where people can register, and when people register, that automatically goes into Growably for you. But yes, super pricing tables, content dividers, and then we've got different footer sections for footers, maps, your contact us, all of those different sections. And as you can see, in each one of those, there are quite a few different styles, different colors, different layouts. But you'll have access to all of these things to be able to just quickly make landing pages and then create templates out of all of the landing pages. So that was a huge feature that quite a few people had asked for inside of the forums, the ability to be able to create pages much, much faster. And that's what Nigel, we wanted to do. Yeah, that's what we wanted to be able to provide for you, was a quick and easy way to get that done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back in, and I'm just going to show you how to create a page real quick, just so I can show you how this works. Let me flip over to our testing site real quick here. But this feature will be available very, very soon to all you folks. But again, we're probably going to do an announcement live stream when some of this stuff goes live, so that we can help answer questions, show you how to use it, all that good fun stuff. But yeah, you guys are going to get a preview tonight. So it will be located inside of Sites, and then it will be under the Websites tab. And then you will have Growably Site Builder folder. And you'll be able to do blog pages if you wanted to switch your blog over. If you don't have a blog, don't necessarily need to mess with WordPress if you don't want to. You can build all of that right inside of Growably. So what I'm going to do is go inside of the Growably Site Builder. And each one of the sections that I showed you in this page here, this main landing page, those are all fully editable to you inside of this website folder. So, for instance, if I go in here to the navigation bars, it's going to open up the website builder, and you're going to be able to go in here and customize anything to your heart's content, and then save that out to global sections, and then you can save that out to customized individual sections inside of your website. So we left you a couple things in here, a global code. We just came up with kind of a universal naming convention so that you can go back and figure out which one of these, when you do the edits, which one of these it actually is under the main heading of like this navigation page. So that's how you would customize each individual section. But we're going to have a lot of this pre-built, and we may have a few pages built out for you. That's our goal. We wanted to get this done so that we can roll out individual landing pages for you as well, using this framework for being able to edit those things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go full screen again. We're just going to add a page real quick and show you how to work inside of the Growably Site Builder. So let's just do test page. You can give it a path, which is whatever your domain is / let's just do testing for this scenario. If you're using Clickfunnels right now, you can actually import that Clickfunnels into high level as well. So it might save you some time if you're already using Clickfunnels. So let's just do a quick create page. And then I'm going to scroll down here and we're going to find our new testy page. And then I'm going to go ahead and create from blank and show you how to build out a page using some of these sections. So in here, the global sections, that's where all of those individual pages that I showed you over here. So each section has a name to it. So let's just see, this is the naming nav1, and I've already done my edits. All I got to do is drag and drop that in there. So there's my navigation. So I'm going to come in here and add section. And let's see here. Let's just say I want to do a hero image next. I can drag that in there. We'll come up here, add section. And let's see, what do we want to do next? Let's maybe do a welcome message. So let's drag this one in here. So there's my welcome message. We'll go add section, global sections, and like I said, you can just keep dragging, dropping. So if you're familiar with Giffy Elementor, it's not quite as feature rich, but just for creating basic landing pages, especially if you're just need lead generation pages for, ebooks, things like that, this is a great way to go ahead and build out these pages real quick, and they're built right inside of Growably for you. So let's just say here we want to throw a pricing table in there. I don't know if anybody uses pricing tables, but I can drop that in there. Have different pricing. And let's just say here, I want to go ahead and add a footer. And then that will wrap this page up. So let's do footer 6. We'll just drag that in here. Oh, it already did put the footer in there. Good. So what I'm going to do is just delete this one. Come over here, the little trash can I can delete. And then I come up here and I just save that page. So if you're familiar with like Clickfunnels and things, you can change all your SEO, page title, description, keywords, all of that good fun stuff right in here. So I'm just going to save this real quick. Then we can do a preview of the page. Maybe. All right, so let's go back here. I think now it's saved, so let's just go ahead and preview our page now. And just like that, you've got a quick, easy web page created inside of Growably. So now that we have that framework in here for being able to do the pages, this is going to make it a lot easier to be able to roll out the funnels, all the funnels that we're going to be providing for the tribe. But we've got a lot planned. I'm going to show you one real quick here as well. If you haven't been on any of the previous live streams, make sure there's any other questions here on the site builder. So Tom had one. Is the site builder meant to potentially be used as our main site, or can it integrate with our site hosted in WordPress elsewhere? Yes, it can do both. It can function as your website. So if you don't have a website or you just wanted to redo something, quick and easy, you can build your main site inside of here. Or if you've used ClickFunnels before, I used to create landing pages inside of ClickFunnels. And then there was a WordPress plugin, which there is for Growably as well, which is a high-level plugin called Lead Connector. So there is a WordPress plugin that allows you to integrate your funnels and your pages right into your current WordPress site. So it will do both. But that's a great question, Tom. Thank you. Let's see here. A question from David. Can you explain how, if any WordPress site, would we redirect the blog to go to this blog feature? So let me go back into Funnel Builder. I'm just going to show you where that would be real quick. But another awesome question, David. So where that's going to be set up is in Settings. And then as you can see here, the path would be put in there so you can have blog. But remember, a little bit earlier, I had your domains in there. Right now, I don't have any in there. So you would just select, say, your main level domain, whatever that is, yourmsp.com. Again, that's done in Settings, or they give you the ability to add or edit domains right here on this page as well. So if I go ahead and click that, you'd be able to add, where did it open up here? Yep, so there you would just click Add Domain, and then you would put in your A record so you can repoint your current site or blog site over to your high-level pages. And it's real easy to do right inside of Growably. But that's once you have the domains in there, for all the pages you correct, if you could have multiple domains as well. So if you had multiple sites, you could just select which domain that this page would redirect on. So it could be, your msp2.com/site builder, just this for instance. And then that page would be published live out on your website. So you could do it a couple different ways using the redirects or using the WordPress plugin. But awesome question. Let's see here. Hopefully, let me know if that didn't answer your question or you want me to go into further detail on that, David. So I'm going to go to Mark's question. Missed what Clickfunnels is. So if you've not used Clickfunnels, David, don't worry about it. You don't need it. But yeah, some of us have used Clickfunnels in the past or maybe using Clickfunnels now. This is essentially all the features that Clickfunnels currently has. So Mark said, let's see, Andrew, when this goes live, what will happen if, like me, you already have built your website in Growably? Do I need to redo it, or it will integrate? That's a great question. I'll have to check on see if there's anything special you would need to do if you have current pages in there, Mark. But if you want to reach out to me on the forums, Mark, because all I see is your first name. That way I can make sure I get that answer back to you when I check with Nigel, just to see how do we integrate current sites or if things need to be rebuilt. But that's obviously we're trying to save as much time and effort as possible. So, but yeah, like I said, just go to the forum and then just tag me in a post inside of the Growably Talk section of the forums, and then I'll make sure I get that answer to you. Or if you just want to post your last name here, I'll write it down and we'll make it easy. All right. You're welcome, Mark. Thank you. Any other questions on Site Builder? Again, this was just kind of a 30,000 foot view of Site Builder, but I wanted to show you what's coming. We were 98% there of launching this 2 weeks ago, but hopefully we've got the whole infighting thing behind us and we can get this launched along with what I'm going to show you next, since there's some new folks joining us this month. But I'm going to take a quick drink because I'm drying out. It's 70 some degrees here in the studio. It's 90 some degrees here in the States. And David also has a question. No worries, David. That's what this is all about. He said, so in the WordPress menu for a blog, I just put in the URL redirect you mentioned and send the user to this blog, right? Yeah, you can easily do that inside of WordPress. Yep, just redirect it to your Growably site, wherever you have that in here. But yes, you could easily do that. But yes, great question. So Mark said, yes, it looks amazing. Yes, and we've been working super hard because, like I said, that was a kind of a pain to me when I started using it because I switched to high level myself. We moved over from Infusionsoft, which was kind of a pain in the butt making landing pages. But yeah, this is going to be much easier for everybody to use. So I am excited about that. Okay, so let me make sure I covered everything we wanted to cover on that. But like I said, we're probably going to do a live stream when this launches. That way we can show you every single thing of exactly how to go in and set everything up. But yes, keep the questions coming. Look for that announcement in the tribe about a possible future live stream all about the launch of this as well. So if you've attended a couple of the live streams in the past, or you go back and watch the recordings, one of the things that we were just about ready to launch was one of the things we previewed on last month's call, and I think we may have the month before, was this campaign, the 7 common mistakes most small businesses make with cybersecurity. So we're going to be launching an entire funnel built out inside of Growably for you, with the lead magnet, with the landing pages, with everything that you need, all of the email copy for all of the emails. So I believe there are 9 different emails, the workflow that will trigger when to send those, all of that will be done for you. So you'll get the lead magnet, you'll get the, couple graphics, you'll get all of the Canva files, so you can customize this to your heart's content to fit your brand. But that will also launch probably real close to the site builder launch. So look for that as well. Like I said, we'll probably launch those around the same time, possibly on the same live stream when we announce that. But I wanted to give a couple shout outs to some folks that have been super helpful, that have jumped in, that are using Growably. So those of you who might be new, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Stacy Spear, who's been in there just, cutting his teeth with Growably, getting things done, setting things up. Let me just point out a couple posts that he's made inside of the tribal forums real quick here, so that I can kind of show you what he's been doing. But I wanted to let me know, Stacy, if you're on here. Get my participants window. If you're on here, Stacy, let me know. If you're watching this on the replay, put in there the comments inside the forums as well. But he's been posting some great things. He made a video showing how he set up nurture emails for every 5 days, and he's using some of the content that you guys have access to inside the marketing packs. So I just love to recognize folks like this who are jumping in, and more importantly, who are willing to help others from what they learn with Growably as well. That was just one. Let me see if I can find a couple more that he did as well. But I want to make sure that we reward Stacy for being a very supportive member of Growably, getting things done. This was, again, another video he linked to about how to use calendars inside of Growably, which, again, you have access to for free. But we're probably going to be sending Stacy out some merch so that he can support his tech tribe. But if you're interested in merch, by the way, that was one of the things that Nigel doesn't really post that too many places. So those of you who are new, if you go to merch.thetechtribe.com, I've had a few folks ask me how to get some free or some sweet Tech Tribe gear. But I'm going to make sure that we get Stacy some free Tech Tribe gear for being an awesome contributor, especially inside the forums when it comes to Growably. But thank you so much, Stacy, for being awesome. We appreciate you. Another member that I want to recognize as well is Jeff Bolden. I'm going to post a couple things. Again, I want to put all these links for you inside of the tribal forums as well, so you guys can easily go back and reference some of the things that he's posted. Again, he's already in here creating landing pages and doing some really cool stuff right inside of Growably. This was one that he shared with the tribe. So as you can see, he's getting it done. And one of the things you have access to as well is a live chat feature built into Growably that you can put in your current website, and it will also work with WordPress. I believe, he's using WordPress as well, but he's got that baked in into his stuff as well. So Jeff, is that you, Jeff? All I see is first name. So he said, dude, that guy looks old. But I wanted to thank you, Jeff, for if that is you, and I want to make sure we get you out some Tech Tribe merch as well. But yeah, great job for jumping in there, using the tool, figuring stuff out, and using content that you already have access to. I think he's using some of Paul Green's content on this page here. But again, he's taking the resources that he's already has access to and building out things inside of Growably so that he can start lead gen. So Jeff, yes, that's me. So thank you, Jeff, for showing up tonight. But yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to you for contributing and showing people what is possible inside of Growably, and just getting in there and getting stuff done. So thank you. So Adam said, this is off topic, but while you're there, is the podcast on a break? So yes, podcast, if you're talking about the Not an MSP show, we are going to be resuming next week. I've had a few things going on. There's been some drama in my personal life, in my family as well with my son. But yeah, I had to take a few weeks, step back a few weeks. But yes, we're going to be resuming, I believe, next Wednesday, August 10th. So look for us to come back with full force for the Not an MSP show. But yeah, so we kind of, if you haven't watched that, it was Behind the Geeks, but Pete Matheson, Scott Riley, and Richard Tubb will be joining us too. He took some time off over the summer as well. But yeah, we're going to be coming back with the Not an MSP show. Again, we got a few episodes in during the transition, but yeah, we're going to be bringing that back. So thanks, Adam, for supporting us. Appreciate that. All right, so let's go member shout out and some quick feature training. And I wanted to cover what you saw over there in Jeff. Already has that running on his website. If you see down here, he's got that live chat. So those of you who are new to Growably, I wanted to show you where to go to get that set up. Again, it's in Sites. So if you go in Sites and then you see under this button Chat Widget, you can build out and customize all of the colors, the text, everything for your chat widget to go on your website. So you can have custom greetings. So here's settings for the actual widget. So I'm going to go back over to Jeff's site real quick. You'll see how that works. So if I click on that, Jeff's got his chat widget all set up. Again, with his colors, his branding. So awesome job getting that done. But yeah, you can change all of the colors. And then when somebody submits something, you can change all of the acknowledgement, your customer support information. But this function, you can get the WordPress plugin, or if you don't have a WordPress site, you can actually get the code to be able to embed that live chat module inside your website. And the thing that I like about it is it's a little bit different than the web chat feature, kind of like Intercom or something like that. You're able to capture that lead information, and then it will actually use SMS or email inside of Growably, so you can respond and contact back to people in nearly real time. I think, Jeff, you might be able to speak to this as well. It's usually about 10 to 15 seconds. There is an app that is good on Android or iOS called Lead Connector, and that is free. So you basically download that, put in your Growably credentials, and you can start getting leads right on your phone and start using SMS with a Twilio account, which you set up inside of Growably. But if you're not doing SMS, you can respond to conversations right inside of Growably, but you can do it right from the app. So where those would come in is under conversations. And again, this is a test account, so we don't have anything in there, but this is where those would show up. You would actually be able to respond to people's messages right from your site, right in real time, and to be able to follow up on any questions that people may have. But I like the fact that it's already baked in. There's no other third-party integration that you have to mess with to get that information into your CRM. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that was there. And that's one of the quick things that I would get enabled up on your website as quickly as possible, so that you might be able to generate leads. And Jeff, you might be able to speak to this as well. I believe you have gotten some leads already out of that, if I'm not mistaken. Just by having that information, having that chat bubble on his website. So let's make sure. Yep, Jeff said yes. It pings me within 10 to 15 seconds on the app and in the portal. So if he's logged into the CRM, he's able to respond back from here. If you guys are out on site somewhere else, maybe you're taking the day off, you can actually respond back to anybody who messages you through that as well. So But yeah, I'd be curious to know if you've had any leads. I've actually have that on my site, and I've actually closed a business from it, and gotten leads through Instagram. Actually, a couple leads that have come in for folks who wanted help with live streaming. But again, leads that I might not have had if that wasn't enabled on my website. But again, it's baked right in for you, so definitely want to use it. So that's just a quick feature training that I wanted to cover with this is that chat conversations, and make sure you download the Lead Connector app to your device and start using that. If you have, any issues getting that set up, you can either, contact tech support or watch some of the training videos as well. Jeff said, yep, not anything direct through chat yet, but via contact form in Growably, he's had a couple leads already. But yes, great job, Jeff, for jumping in there and just getting stuff done. And that's what we love to see. Let's see here. Let me go through my notes, make sure we didn't miss anything from Nigel. So I'm going to go back up. I'm going to take a quick drink, I think. But we're going to open this up to Q&A. Those of you who want to hang out for a few minutes, I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have about Growably. But I'm going to scroll back up and find, I believe it was Dan's question that he asked earlier. But yeah, fire away. Put those questions up in the Q&A box. All right, so Dan's question is, he's using the following tech stack for his marketing and sales. He's using MailChimp, CoSchedule, WordPress, and Elementor, which I use, love it. Google Analytics, Canva, and Clipchamp. Haven't heard of that one. Hotjar, OneDrive, Microsoft To Do for planning and tasks, and Sales Navigator. So what part of this can we replace with Growably, and in what order do you recommend moving stuff over? I would start with number one, your MailChimp, because that can be done straight out of Growably. So I think, that's first thing. Right now, CoSchedule, I use CoSchedule. I love it. I haven't quite moved over to the Growably or the high level side of the social planner because of the CSV upload. That's kind of my sticking point right now for switching from CoSchedule. WordPress Elementor, if you've already got a robust site already built out and you're using Elementor, you will find the site builder is not quite as robust as Elementor or Divi or anything like that. But if you just need landing pages, or you can use the funnels that we'll be rolling out for you and have those integrated in with your site as well, so you wouldn't necessarily move off of that. Google Analytics is baked into your Growably as well. So if I come back up here on dashboard, let me switch back over. Once you connect your Google My Business, once you connect those credentials, you'll see those inside of your dashboard. And again, I don't have those in this test account, but you'll actually see your Google Analytics built right into the bottom here. And I believe that's in settings. And if I come down here to integrations, yeah, so you can actually sign in with your Google account, and then you'll get Google Analytics right on the dashboard inside of Growably. Canva, hold on to Canva. Again, you're going to get a lot of the templates for most of the campaigns we're going to be rolling out in Growably. You're going to have Canva templates as well. Hotjar, you want to hang on to that. OneDrive, there really isn't anything in Growably that has especially if you're doing file sharing, those types of things. But if you have just media that comes from your site, down here, you can have different media and have folders inside of here. So if you just have, just files, but I wouldn't say that you can replace OneDrive with it at this point. Microsoft To Do for planning and tasks, probably you're not going to be able to replace that with Growably. You're going to want to do that with whatever tool you're using now, or if you're stick with Microsoft To Do. Sales Navigator, you want to hang on to that because, obviously LinkedIn's its own platform. So you'll be able to integrate. We may have some things that we're working on right now to be able to get some of that data or some of the things you're doing over on Sales Navigator, to get those pulled into Growably. Stay tuned for a future live Q&A possibly on that. So I would say at this point, MailChimp for sure. Again, WordPress, if you've got a great looking site, I would just do the landing pages in Growably. Code Schedule, again, that's up to you, but you might want to hang on to it if you need that bulk upload feature. Once that comes, I would say you could probably jump off of Code Schedule at that point. But it can replace that. One of the ones you didn't mention was calendars. Again, once the better functionality comes with Office 365 and Microsoft calendars, you might be able to pull off of that. I replaced Calendly with the built-in calendar functions inside of Growably, and that is in the calendars. You can have all the calendar functions that I had over in Calendly, which I had for years, and I had the Pro plan. I've moved over to high level and saved myself $130 a year on calendars. So I would say based on your tech stack, those are the things. First would be the email. And I believe I did see something about a MailChimp integration where you're going to be able to pull things in from MailChimp into Growably. But I'll check and see that. That might be on next month's update. But I remember seeing something recently from high level about being able to pull stuff from MailChimp into Growably and then take over your email processing right out of Growably. So stay tuned. But yes, great question. So hopefully that answers all of your questions there, Dan. And look here. David said, can the list of apps being discussed be pasted in the Q&A? Yes. Let me go back up here. So this is Dan's tech stack right now. Let me see if I can put that in the Q&A. Hopefully that came across to you. So, yes, I answered your question directly right down below. So you should see that. Let me know if you don't see that, David. That list of all of the tech stack that Dan's currently using. But let's see here. Dan, another great question. Is anyone using Zomentum with Growably, and what is their process and or automation for bringing over leads to Zomentum or to their PSA once they've converted to prospects? So David, good. You did get that. Yeah, so right now I think Ben Spector might have answered that in the forums. Is right now, I believe the integration that you'll need is with Zapier right now. And I remembered, again, just based on memory, that it wasn't super robust, the integration with Zomentum yet, as far as being able to pull data from Growably into Zomentum. But they do have a Zap for that, to be able to do some of that if you're using Zapier. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out. But if there's anybody using Zomentum, or if they would like to share their kind of special sauce with Zomentum, again, you can please put that up in the Growably Talk part of the Tech Tribe forum. We'd appreciate that. So good. Keep the questions coming. Like I said, we're at 8:04 p.m. Here on the East Coast, and we'll get this chat thing working. I got to get that working for tomorrow. I think it's probably a setting inside of Zoom that maybe got turned off by accident. But yeah, so if you only caught part of this, we're going to be doing another live Q&A tomorrow at 11 Eastern time. But yeah, you're welcome to hang out and join me on that one as well. Let's just see here. I'm going to look through here. Any other questions, please put those in the Q&A real quick. And hopefully we can answer those while we're still on here. Move this Q&A box out of the way real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put some little bit of outro music here as I wait out a couple more minutes. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and wrap this session. But I appreciate all of you who showed up live so that I didn't have to hang out with myself tonight. Thanks for using the Q&A box as well instead of the chat. Travis, thank you. You're welcome for the info. If there's anything you want to see in future calls, future live streams that we're going to do on Growably, please put those in the forums so we can get those on the agenda and make sure that we get you everything that you possibly need to be successful. Having run an MSP for 10 years and been in the IT channel for 30 some years, I'm all about that right now, is making life easy. And if you've seen any of my stuff, you know I'm all about running a calm business. And calm is all about systems and process. So, Tom said, is there a way to bring the site builder page formats into WordPress? Unfortunately, there's not. That is a built-in functionality inside of High Level. So we won't be able to bring that page builder stuff into WordPress. So Adam, thank you. John, thank you. Anonymous attendee, you got the smiley face, thank you. That's probably Nigel hanging out, just doing some Q&A on me, I bet. Mark, thanks. Andrew, this is really an amazing system. Dan said, what about non-marketing use cases such as putting new client onboarding and TBR processes into Growably? That is completely up to you, but you can do that. That's one of the things that I used ConnectWise for. Basically everything went in, once it crossed that sales threshold and got passed over to the technical implementation team, that would actually kick off flow inside of ConnectWise. But if you wanted to do this inside of Growably, you absolutely could, Dan. Same with TBRs. You can put all of those reminders, emails, tags, all of that stuff right into Growably. So, Jeff, thank you. Can't wait to see those campaigns. We've got so much more planned, man. I'm telling you. That's what we were hoping to launch this stuff 2 weeks ago and have campaigns. But that's all we're going to be about, is getting campaigns, funnels. So David said, yes, looking forward to getting this. Will these chats be regular things? Yes, we're trying to plan these for the first or second week in each month. But yes, we typically will do 2, usually on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern for me. And then I do one the next day on Thursday at 11 a.m. So we're trying to do 2 of these. So Dan, thank you. Said great session. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to hang out for another minute or so. If you've got any other further questions, or just give me a thumbs up, tell me this was beneficial. Thank you. I'm taking this back to Nigel and the rest of the team so that we can keep making these a little bit better every single month for you. But yes, we are dedicated to helping and serve and get this marketing thing sorted out for everybody. I will probably have loads more questions next month. No problem, David. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, this afternoon, this morning. I know it's probably all different time zones. But yeah, we'll have the chat working next month. It just seems like Zoom just does not like me, but we're probably going to do this live over on YouTube next month. So look for that. Lots more cool things we can do with YouTube Live. So. All right, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening, this afternoon, this morning, wherever you happen to be in the world. And I will see you inside the tribal forums. And if I don't talk to you and run into you before then, I will see you on next month's live Growably Q&A call. So thanks again for hanging out with me. Have a great day. And signing off for now. Take care.